Hi everyone, this is Emmy. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this flipped triangle big tote bag. So let's get started. First you're going to start out by crocheting this long rectangle that is similar to a scarf. To do that, I'm working with a 9mm crochet hook and 2 strands of worsted weight yarn. You're going to start with a slip knot, and you're going to work a foundation chain that is any length. So go ahead and work your foundation chain in any length. And when you have your foundation chain the correct length, you're going to single crochet in the second stitch from the hook, 1, 2, single crochet. And this is the pebble stitch, so the next stitch will be a double crochet, and then a single crochet, and then a double, and a single, like that. And you're going to do that all the way across the row. And that is this row, and you're working this way. Okay, so go ahead and work across the row. Okay, so that's the pebble stitch, and that's what it's going to look like after you've worked across one row. I ended with a single crochet, and I began with a single crochet. So now I'm going to chain 2 and turn. And that chain 2 is going to take the place of the first stitch. So this is a double crochet. So I'll be making a single crochet in this stitch, and it is the 1, 2, 3, 4th stitch from the hook. Single crochet. And I'm going to double crochet in the next stitch. Single crochet in the next. Double. And single. And you're going to continue across the row. Okay, I worked all the way across the row. I started with a double crochet, and I ended with a double crochet. So now I'm going to chain 1 and turn, and that chain 1 will not count as a stitch. So I'm going to single crochet in that first double crochet, and there's a single, so I'm going to double crochet. And then a single, and a double. And you're going to repeat those 2 rows until you have a long rectangle like this. And you're going to work until the length is 3 times the width. So I'm just going to check. 1, 2, and 3. So I was able to fold this 3 times. Now after you've fastened off, this is where the magic happens. You're going to take this end of the rectangle and you're going to fold it up like that. So this end is going to be folded like this. So you have them folded in opposite directions. And then this edge here is going to be folded so that it comes up to here. Okay, so this to here. Like that. There's the edge, and I brought it up to meet this side. And with a yarn needle, I'm going to thread the same yarn into a yarn needle. And I'm going to sew this seam. I have that good and secure. So now I'm going to sew across from the inside to the outside. Go to the other side from the inside to the outside. This is going to give you a nice invisible seam. So from the inside, bring it to the outside. Like that, that's my seam. So I'm going to go ahead and sew all the way down. And then I'm going to turn it over. And I'm going to sew this seam. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll show you the finished bag. Okay, I have that seam sewn. You can see it's almost invisible. If you like to crochet straps, start with a slip knot and cast on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I've cast on 6 stitches, and I'm going to work the pebble stitch again. So single crochet in the second stitch from the hook, double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet, double crochet. And the last stitch will be a single crochet. Now you can make your straps any width that you'd like. So again, with the pebble stitch, the next row will be chain 2, and that will take the place of a double crochet, single crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the next, single crochet in the next, and double crochet in the last stitch. Like that. So because it's the pebble stitch, we ended with a double, so we have to start with a single. So chain 1 and turn. The chain 1 won't count as a stitch. Single crochet in that first double crochet, then double crochet in the single crochet. You continue that way across the row. There's a double, so single, double, and a single in the last stitch. So in that row, I started with a single and I ended with a single. The next row would be a double, so chain 2 and turn. And that chain 2 does count as a stitch. So there's my double. I'm going to single crochet and then double and then single and then double. So you're going to continue to work a strap that way. If you wanted a narrower strap, you could just start with chain 4, and that would give you a strap that's this wide. So now after you have your strap finished, you can come over to one of the points and just sew that on like that. And you can sew it with the yarn end if you left a long enough yarn end. So that's how you would work a strap if you want a crochet strap. I have these attachable straps, and I bought these at the thrift store. I think they were $2.99. So I'm going to attach one at each top corner, like that. And I have another video where I made these denim tassels, so I'm going to clip these denim tassels on here. And if you wanted to add a tab closure, you could work something similar as for the belt, and you could attach that on the back, flap it over to the front, and use a button that's going to fit through one of those openings. Like that. This is a button, a little shank button, and that would fit right through one of the natural holes in the pebble stitch. And there you go. That's how easy it is to crochet this flipped triangle big tote bag. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.